Hello, welcome to Words and Music. I'm Pete. Susan will be here in a bit. She just had a bit of a fall today. We was out doing some bits and pieces. Okay, so the video probably overlaying this, or this overlaying the video, however you want to look at it, will be a bit of probably Snowshill, and there's a church further up the road. We went and did a bit of filming there. Quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is tell you some music I would recommend, and then after that I think we'll be back. Susan will be with us in a bit. So the first song I recommend you have is, or listen to I should say, is Dolly Parton's If You Hadn't Been Here or There. If you hadn't been there, sorry, not here. And that was, she sung that for her husband who passed away just a few days ago. Quite sad. It's a beautiful song. Okay, so from that one we're going to go with Dire Straits, Love Over Gold, another brilliant one. And then I think we'll move on to a bit of Brown Sugar, and that's the Rolling Stones. And then I'm sure Susie's going to be here just shortly. I'm really not happy with this microphone again. It doesn't seem to be recording very loud again. I've got all my settings turned right up. I really don't know what's going on. I'll have to double check that in a minute. Seems okay, but you have to let me know if it sounds bad again. And I'm not really happy. It's a good microphone, but again, I had an update on the software and it seems to be gone bad again. I don't know. Not having much luck at the moment. I still haven't had an operation yet on my foot. I think it's been about 6 weeks now, so that's in a minute. It's just going to be not any good to do it. I did get an appointment through yesterday to go and see the surgeon. Unfortunately, it happens to be on the very day my car's due for its MOT, and it's the last day, so the car has to go in. So I'm going to have to make another appointment, which is God knows when that's going to be. It's not a very good situation at the moment. And now Susan decided to fall flat on her back this morning when we was in Cirencester, and she's full of bruises, so that's not good either. Okay, we're going to have 3 more tracks, and then hopefully Susan will be back and we'll do a bit more talking, because I'm not very good on my own, am I? Obviously. Okay, so we're going to have Riders on the Storm by The Doors, a great track. Then we move into Drive by R.E.M. These Are the Days by Queen. That is an incredible track. So hope you can go and have a listen to them and enjoy them. And then, okay, the video you're watching as I'm talking over that, the other, whatever, is our drive up to Snowshill. Now, David, I promise you I didn't drive that fast. The video has been speeded up. It wasn't my driving, because I'd have had to have gone about 100, and I was only doing 30, 40, 50 on the roads, obeying the speed limit at all times, I must add. So don't worry about that. And also, the video you will see at the end is extremely speeded up coming back from Snowshill into Morton. It looks like it takes about 2 seconds, 2 minutes. It takes about 15, 20. It's quite funny. Okay, so let's have a couple more songs on the list. So we'll go with now again for Dolly Parton, and this is Dolly Parton. It's Jolene. Brilliant track, really good. Then we got Creedence Clearwater Revival with As Long As I Can See the Light. I don't know if I can see the screen. And I Want to Know by Foreigner. And the next track we'll give you one more is Wild Horses, one of my favourites by the Rolling Stones. So hopefully after this intro and the video of the Speedy getting to Snowshill, you should see the video cut in then with Susan talking, and as we walk up towards Snowshill and then the church, we go past the pub and some beautiful buildings there, and then we go into the church, and then Susan will definitely be back after that, and we'll have another chat with a bit more video from the other church and also some drone footage. And then the ending, you'll see us driving back. As I said, it's quite speedy, but you will see us walking back, I think, through Snowshill back to the car park. So the footage should start in a minute, so we hope you're enjoying this version of Words and Music. If you've got any suggestions, let us know. Please keep them clean and friendly. So carry on watching and listening.
Okay, so we are at Snowshill today, as requested from David. So there'll be me filming, plus Pete will be filming for the show on Saturday. So this is the car park. Here we go, here. And this is a free car park, and it is at the top of the road to Snow Hill. And here we go. Down the road we go.
Yes, and hopefully nothing fell off the car.
Oh, yes, I'd like to say, we had this rather, this is my video, so people say this on the video for Saturday Where's the Music, weren't you, recommendations?
If I'm meant to be filming, am I?
Well, you are meant to be filming, yes.
I'm not filming at the moment.
Yeah, he's not filming it, no, but I have to tell you that depending on which way you go...
We just use your video.
Okay, so we're going to use my video. Okay, so I have to say, this is all... Again, I have to thank David for this. So I have just had a literally wild ride. It was so wild, we had to actually stop the car and Pete had to get on his hands and knees to see if anything fell off, because there was this great big clonk at one point coming down the road. Yes, clonk of metal.
Already in the road.
But he didn't say anything fall off, so as far as you know, and as far as I know, it was just something in the road, wasn't
Well,
it?
it could have been the heat shield fell off the inside. I don't think so. I think it was just nothing.
We just hope it was nothing, don't we?
We're going for an MOT on this one.
We'll soon know anyway if anything fell off. So it was a rather...
All the four wheels are still there.
Yeah, we've got 4 wheels so we can get back, whatever it is. The sound on this video should be interesting this week as well. Because, let me just go down, because 2 gentlemen's coming down this way. Just put you on the floor for a minute. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this, I was saying, I'm trying out, what am I trying out, Pete?
DJI mini mic.
Because we've had some trouble with, what's it again? Funny noises.
Clink, clonk.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of funny noises coming from mine on filming, and we're not quite sure what it is, so we're changing microphones again. Okay, so now we are entering the village. Oh, Pete's just taking some photos. It's quite a nice village, actually. It's all these little cottages along here. I hope you can see them on the film. All these little cottages were at one point for the employees of Snow Hill Manor, which the manor is obviously where we come from, because car park's up there by the manor. It's a lovely little pub down here as well, and apparently they do sell real ale, so... But I don't encourage drink driving, so I just want to let you know, if you're in the area and within walking distance of Snow Hill, because there are a lot of places you can stay around here, it's worth just taking a short walk into the pub here.
Yes, yeah. But, I mean, obviously I'm not drinking, so...
No, we don't. We have popped into the pub, but we only had Coca-Cola. But not today, have we? We haven't had popped in yet. We haven't popped in today. Oh, there's some lovely...
Oh, did you give me my phone? I got it, yes. Right.
Yeah, it's all right. Pete's just checking to see he's got everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for another phone call from the hospital again.
Yes, he's been told by the hospital that now the waiting list to see somebody is maybe up until May, and as he can't wait until May, they're classing him as an emergency appointment. So
But that's just to speak to a surgeon.
yeah, that's just to speak to the surgeon. So goodness knows what's going to happen.
In a minute, it's not going to be worth having it done because it'll be healed. Now I have to just go back and smash it open again.
That sounds very painful, doesn't it? Yeah. Mind you, saying that, my brother, he was meant to have his, he's got something wrong with his leg. It was, the bone's not straight in his leg. And when he was 21, he was meant to go and have his leg broke. But he never did, as far as I know. So they do things like that, and it sounds rather painful, doesn't it? And here's a very nice building here. Obviously, this is, I wouldn't say this is one of the workers' places. I'm not quite sure this is. I'd say it was something important. And it's not the manor house, because obviously the manor house is behind us. So this is sort of maybe some other important person lived here. Obviously somebody with substance. You can see where the windows were. And it's a shame, because it wouldn't have been... You make all these windows, Pete, but they would have been...
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We've never seen the point in that, have we? Why people do it. But...
Oh, you mean that? No, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the normal windows.
These are the cottages that we were talking about. These were the workers' cottages for Snow Hill Manor. beautiful cottages. Now let's just go down a minute because somebody's coming into the picture. There we go. There you go. There we go. Beautiful cottages. Reminds me of my great grand's old cottage. She lived at a place called Colesbourne, and if that door is the way it is, it should be able to open the top and the bottom. That's what she was able to do with her old house. It's a shame actually. Colesbourne is a lovely place, but the cottage that she lived in right up until her death is now painted pink because it's one of the colours you can only use on a listed building. Hang on, I've lost Pete. Where's Pegleg Pete? And at Colesbourne, that house they've painted pink.
Yes,
Yeah. I said, we'll have to go up to Colesbourne and show them Colesbourne, won't we? Can you see?
It's a hound. It's a hound in a Baskervilles.
It looks like some of these are actually to rent because they've got little lock boxes on them. Yeah, look, see, there's a double door. And usually that means that the top and the bottom are open separately. Apparently it's called Snowshill because, well, basically you get snow because it's in a dip and it's in a valley. You've got beautiful views. Let's see if I can go up here. It's beautiful. See? Oh! So I said, and this Pete, well, not as I said, I should say, as Pete said last week, if there is any way you want us to pop along and take a walk, if it's in how many radius of our house can we go, would you say?
Oh, I don't know. A few miles.
So you see, a limit of 10 miles?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we will go. We don't want to, it's just that we don't travel too far from home. But Pete does he does like to travel a little bit, don't you? But not too far.
I'm not going to Gloucester, I'm not going to Bristol.
Swindon.
I'm not going to Swindon, and I'm not going to Oxford.
Yeah. Oh, that was me tripping over.
Out of the way,
No, that was Pete trying to kill me with his crutch, that was. I'm not sure, but if you look at this building, completely wrong, it looks like the old blacksmiths. What do you say, Pete?
I wouldn't have a clue.
The way it's shaped.
Could be, could be.
Yeah, could be, couldn't it? There we go. No parking. It's easy to walk around here. I mean, as long as you don't try and kill each other like me and Pete have today. Okay, it's beautiful. Oh, and there's the pub straight there. Oh, it's good, isn't it? There's the church right there. And then you cross the road straight into the pub. And up there is a bird of prey. And I'm not going to catch it on the video again. So apparently the Snowshill's going to have a coffee morning at the village hall. So there's a village hall around here somewhere. Cars are coming down. But a lot of people it's an easy walk. But some people prefer to drive down, don't they, Pete? So do you have any moans this week?
No, I'm just getting fed up with the hospital. It's not their fault. It's the government's fault for screwing up our NHS system.
Yes.
But it's just very frustrating that basically it's going to be a coffee morning. Sorry, I got distracted by a cup of coffee.
Yes, on this Saturday, by the look of it. I think people prefer the pub, won't they?
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It's a bird of prey up there. He's hanging around. I think you can see him up there, but I can't get him on the film, unfortunately. That's it. Right in the centre of the village is the church. And a phone box, which you don't usually see. And it's still got the phone in, which is unusual as well. Isn't it, Pete? The sign over there, it says Donington Brewery. Little sign on the pub says established 1865, but I do believe the pub's been there since about the 12th century. But that is just a sign for Donington Brewery, which is just at the road. We've passed that more than once, haven't we? Yeah. And apparently they do traditional ales in there. So if you like a traditional ale, there's a little pub for you to pop into. So we're gonna. Pete's obviously playing with his camera again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to turn something off.
Oh, he's having trouble with his camera. He's playing with it. We can have a look at this. We don't usually see this. Oh, that's disgusting. I've just come across a dead village. A dead frog. Ew. Oh, there's the village hall. So you've got the village hall, the church, and the pub. And they're still in working order. Oh, it says coins not accepted. So I don't know how that would work. And the defibrillator is located in the pub. Oh, and there's a number down there, so it's mains. I'm quite not sure what that means. It says, what's it accept if you... BP phone. I don't know how that works. I honestly don't. Oh, you can make reverse charges, it said. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. It don't take coins, but you can make cards. Oh. I'm not sure if we're going to get this, but there's a big bird of prey just come over the church. Hopefully. Maybe I get a little bit of him. Come on, come back. No, he's gone. Oh, he's gone, Pete. Okay, we're going in. Oh, shall we tell you where we are? St Barnabas Church. Apparently you're not allowed to go picnicking in here.
That's what?
Picnicking, no picnicking. Well, I suppose people do picnic in churches. I remember many moons ago, when I was a lot younger, we had, when we used to attend church regularly, there was a lady and gentleman. He was one of the Sunday school teachers, and we were family friends. His wife was quite funny, actually. She used to fall asleep a lot at the wheel of a car. But she used to take us for picnics. And one of the places she used to take us, and this is absolutely true, she used to take us for picnics in our local cemetery. And she used to have what's them? The big camper vans, you know. Yeah, she had a Volkswagen camper. So she did it properly. She'd get all the table and all sat up in the car. And then she'd have all these boxes, and she was a vegetarian, so it was all like vegetarian food. We didn't mind. I mean, it's like cheeses and all. She didn't make us eat. Well, she didn't make us eat, but you know, that's what she offered us. But it was quite funny, actually. So saying people don't picnic in cemeteries is not quite true. So I don't know nothing about this church, but I do believe it's Victorian. The cemetery, well, the churchyard they have here is a lot older. Apparently there was a medieval church on this site, but very little is known about this. You can see it's got a very squat little tower. I mean, you got much to say today for yourself? Yeah, I'm doing all the yakking.
No.
Have you ever had a picnic in the cemetery?
No.
No? We've had a picnic outside, haven't we? We've had sat outside. No, there's we'll have to go there again. It's it's a church. I can't think where it is. I think it's in our latest book, and it's got the grave of a slave.
And where can you find our latest books, Susan?
And we can find them on Amazon, or you can email us, and we'll have see if we got them in our pile of
Give you a signed copy.
Yeah. You can contact us through our email. Pete always puts our emails up anyway, so I'm just going to have a look to see if it's open. Yes. Pete was just turning it the wrong way. Don't worry.
No, he wasn't. He just signed it open.
Oh, right. We disagree to disagree. Ooh, quite a smell in here. Old church. What's this? 50 years clerk of this parish. 1925. That's interesting. Oh, somebody's done a little matchstick. It's a lovely windows in here. Like a single bell tower. It's nice to see they still got the old. Alright, I'll turn it off. It's all right, no problem. Okay, so now we're back in the studio. Now, you may notice that it's not in actual order. Pete's put a bit of drone footage in the middle of... He's showing you Snow Hill.
Oh, yeah. That it's a bit of drone footage, which is up the road from Snow Hill. It's on Snow
It's not
Hill
actually
Road.
Snow Hill, though.
No, then we're back at Snowshill. I finished off. I know I should have done it the other
I
way
know.
round.
He doesn't believe in putting it in order.
It doesn't really matter, does it? It's still okay. It's not bad. I mean, I'm getting to grips with the drone, and it was windy again. Unfortunately, you can't get a lot of flying in when it's too windy because it's only a very lightweight drone.
Because
it keeps it under the limit. If you go over, you've got to do all these other tests and all. Even I have got a license, and I have passed my test.
Yeah,
like a sort of driving test, but a flying test.
No, you don't. It's weird because it's actually is like a little plastic license, isn't it?
It's a plastic license. Oh
yeah, it's on a little card like a plastic license, isn't it?
Photo ID.
That's what I said. It's done properly like a photo ID and all. So it is done properly.
So what you'll see then whilst we're talking is the drone footage, which is up the road from Snowshill. It's about a 5-minute drive up the road. Lovely little church again. There is parking just off the road in a sort of a dirt bit, but in front of the church. Then from there, we are going up to
St Egberg's, wasn't it? That's where it was.
Oh, and then there should be a bit of the drive back, which I just remembered I got to put back in because I didn't put it in, so I got to redo that.
I don't know what else was on there.
Well, there's drone footage to walk back to the car park, and then the bit from St Egberg's, or Eagle bit, whatever you call it. It's a strange name, isn't it, that one?
Egberg's.
Oh,
I did tell you.
It's probably
yeah.
And then there'd be a fast drive back, but I didn't drive that fast.
No, you know what Dave is like with his. He's obsessed with you being a boy racer.
Time skip or time warp or something it's called,
I don't know what it's
not the
called.
time warp from the show that Robert was probably.
Rocky Horror
I'm sure
Show.
Robert's probably pinned to that.
I
wearing his stockings and suspenders.
Stockings and suspenders.
Mind you, I expect he's got them on when he drives his bus, isn't he?
Or anybody who sees him in them. Right. Now, as
I shouldn't pick on Robert, he'll pick on me back so soon, wouldn't
he? Yeah, you will sooner or later.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Pete mentioned early on that I had a bit of a fall, but no, there isn't a footage of me doing that this time.
No, because I was putting my walking stick away because I still got a bad foot, and the next minute, this is in Cirencester car park, I turned around because I heard a clank and a crash, and Susan's on her back on the floor in the car park.
I know what it was like. I just wanted to see what the sky looked like.
Yes, you did.
It's more humiliating than falling over in a cemetery, believe me.
Yeah, because there's all people watching you. Some man did run over and help me pick you up.
Yes, you know when you get an old one, somebody actually comes in and actually gets up, don't you?
Yes. Either not, you're extremely overweight.
Thank you for that. Yeah, and it's a lot harder actually than falling on a grave, believe it or not, because I've got bruises now. I've got bruises on top of my bruises. Because if anyone remembers, I had a fall not long ago. It's actually the third time this year I've actually fell on my back. So
yes, but luckily you haven't done what I did.
No, it's funny because every time I don't not seem to falling forward. I seem to fall backwards. So it's quite peculiar.
Yeah.
So
let's have another bit of music.
Okay.
So I think we're going to go into Sharp Dressed Man. That could be for Robert too. So it's be nice to Robert. I'm sure he's always looking nice in his photos, isn't he? So
yes.
Sharp Dressed Man for Robert.
Yeah, go on then.
And I think I've already said that one actually. Have you ever seen the Rain? Creedence Clearwater Revival. I might have already suggested them, but I can't remember where we finished. And then we've got Salisbury Hill, Peter Gabriel.
Oh, that's them actually, Salisbury Hill, isn't it? So that's interesting.
Yeah, so go on then, you can carry on talking. So what we're going to talk about?
Got something you're going to try, which would be interesting. It's stout, but it's marshmallow flavour.
Oh yeah, marshmallow stout. They've got some really strange... they've got some beautiful looking flavours of Baileys. That your normal chocolate
Guinness
orange,
one,
and
there's a Guinness one.
There's a strange Guinness. I can't think what it was. What was it?
I can't think what was it. Something to do with Guinness. Was it a Baileys Guinness?
Baileys Guinness or dark stout? I wasn't sure about.
No, it was a Baileys Guinness. I'm sure it was.
It's something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that though because that's £8. I don't want to waste £8 if it's going to be.
But if you have anybody tried it like Dave or anything, please let us know. Yeah.
But they've got like the chocolate orange I've had, and they've got a few others. A raspberry one. They're bringing out a few interesting flavours of these Baileys. Irish cream.
Yeah.
I suppose a lot of them would be in the shops.
For Easter,
normally, for Easter. Because normally they're out at Christmas, but there you go.
Yeah, Easter's not far away, is it, again? So
no.
So that's
they've had Easter eggs in since just after Christmas, haven't they? They always do, don't they?
They miss Valentine's. It'll be back to Christmas again, so you watch.
Well, they were sending off the other day. They were sending off all their Christmas items in in their one shot.
But that
really
was a
cheap.
that was a bonus for me because I picked up these I don't know.
Balls.
No, they're quite large.
No, they're balls.
Yeah, and you open them up and you can put things in them. But these ones had popcorn in.
They're large balls, aren't
but
they?
these ones had popcorn in, and I thought it was a brilliant idea for like putting our little Luna's cat. Luna is our cat, if anybody wonders. Little treats and all in at Christmas because she just like playing with the Christmas tree.
Handy if you got them to send people.
You put little gifts.
Jewellery.
Yeah, perfect for that as
money,
well. Yes.
Or explosive devices, that pop
Especially
out and blow
something
up.
like that in it. Yes, well.
Like the confetti you see, the porch pirates, they put confetti and stuff in, don't they, all green, because they steal them. That's mostly in America, though. We don't really... I suppose we get it here in some towns.
What's that?
People stealing off your porch or your front doorstep then in UK. We haven't had that, luckily, because unfortunately, the delivery people we have is
they don't seem to like us.
Oh, they're terrible. There was one brilliant lady. She used to always knock the door and give you your parcel.
Nice lady,
really nice she was.
Really nice lady.
She's gone, and now the bloke just dumps it on the doorstep. Even if it's pouring rain, he will dump the parcel on your doorstep.
We have an angry man in the car park.
Somebody's shouting at me. Oh, actually saying that, this morning we had some strange noises in the car park. Somebody was bashing. We looked out and our neighbour Nigel was trying to help this lady get into her car. She got a Volkswagen.
Oh, we definitely got into it.
And I think, again, like my Volkswagen, all the door locks had gone. So she couldn't get in. It's only a 2-door and she's got a boot. And so I don't think she could drop the seats down from the boot. Luckily, if I minded that, I could get in the back because I had a hatchback. She hasn't. So in the end, the only way she could get in was Nigel had to smash her window with her permission.
She smashed you in,
and he did say to her, though, which is really annoying, he said to her, can you make sure you sweep up all this glass? Because it's all in the next bay. So somebody's going to come with their car, drive straight in and get their tyres full of glass. She hasn't bothered to pick it up. I mean, these people, this is the one that keeps stealing my bags.
There is somebody very angry out there.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. So
something's run off.
Hang on, let's just go back for some more music then. The Streets of Philadelphia, Bruce Springsteen. That's a brilliant track. And again, I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton.
Because that was for her. That was actually she wrote that for her husband Carl.
Yeah. And this one is A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. And this is by lovely Anne Chloe
because we were talking to Anne in the week and she was on about she hadn't heard it.
Yeah.
And she apparently her husband had, but she hadn't.
Yeah, see, it comes back to dustbins again, doesn't it? See, that my neighbours keep stealing my dustbins. Like my other big dustbin disappeared.
What's dustbin's got to do with change got to come?
Nothing, just that. Are we talking about Anne Cryer here?
Oh, so you just wanted to mention your dustbins again, was it?
Yeah. And then the last one is Karma Chameleon.
Yeah, we were listening to music in the car.
Yes.
And that's suddenly thought,
unusually, because I've normally got CDs in the car. Normally it's Kate Bush or Massimo Peretti.
Yeah, Laura.
Laura.
And the Pet Shop Boys.
And that's, whose favourite is that? Mandy's favourite.
Yeah. I have to say, actually, yes, I have to say something about ID.
ID who?
ID, identification papers.
Oh, yes.
Now, I am most probably one of the few people, because I expect in this day and age, there might most probably not many people have this problem, have no actual viable ID, have I?
No.
Do you know that they won't even, ID now, they won't even take your birth certificate, will they?
No.
And I've got two.
You have to have photo ID. Now, we looked into getting Susan the best one, and unfortunately it says on the thing, can you provide identification to get the identification? And she hasn't got nothing. It's very difficult.
No, but what makes me laugh, what I was going to say was quite funny. Now,
Susan had to come out and get me to come in, and I think she dreaded it because she knows I always say something I shouldn't. So as we walked into the door, I did have
that little Chinese man didn't chop you.
The little security guard who looked like he couldn't punch his way out of a wet paper bag. And I'm bigger than him in more ways than one, and fatty and bigger, taller. And he's a little tiny man. As we walked in, I goes, I told you, Susan, you should have said you wasn't English and come over in a rubber boat and you'd have got all the help you need.
No, but what was funny...
Which is absolutely true. If you're English, and I'm not on about white people, I'm on about any colour or whatever if you're born in England, unfortunately, you don't seem to count for nothing, no matter what colour you are, what race you are. But when you come from another country illegally in a rubber boat, you get everything you could possibly want. All your bills paid, cars, phones, clothes, houses, and then you get a house wherever you want. Now, our housing system now is you have to sign up to get on their list. It used to be housing, you used to get on the list, didn't you? And you'd be bumped up and down the list. Now it's all bidding. You have to bid on these houses, and then depending on your circumstances, you get different levels of bidding. Unfortunately, we got told a long time ago by somebody who said they shouldn't have told us this, but the priority of housing has to go to all the immigrants, and you're very low priority. And I think this is disgusting. And I don't care what colour you are. I think if you're born in this country, you should have priority on housing, any benefits you may need, and especially doctors and dentists and all that. But you don't get it. We're basically being pushed away. We're second class now in our own country. And I'm not on about white people, I'm about anybody that's born here. I think we should have priority, especially over all these illegals that come in. I think it's just getting disgusting in this country.
Right, back to what I was saying, right? If you finish moving, going off subject.
We haven't got too much time now.
I was going to say, what was funny about it is, I had these paperwork, like...
A lot of paperwork.
I mean, a hell of a lot of paperwork. And this is like doctors... This is hospital letters, doctor's letters. I had everything you could think of, birth certificates. I even had a letter from a bank, and for some reason that wasn't even good enough.
And your tax records as well?
Yeah, I had my P45, my tax records, everything, and nothing was good enough. So the bloke said, all right, we're going to have to think of something else. He said, I've created 6 security questions. Okay, fair enough. And he said, only you should know the answers to. And he goes, they're going to be hard. And I thought, for the love of money...
Somebody that's got dyslexia and who hasn't got a good memory.
Yeah, and he said a lot of this is going to rely on your memory. And I said, you do? I know I have memory problems. He goes, yeah.
It's on your record.
I've got memory problems. It's not, I have, and the problem with me as well, I can't reframe a lot of digits, so I can't hold
retain. Reframe.
I know, retain numbers like postcodes and all that in there. And we're going back like 20, 30 years, and he wants to know previous addresses and postcodes. And he goes, no, that's wrong. No, you didn't live at that address. No, you didn't live there. And I thought, for the love of money, what am I? And he said, well, we need to get this. He said, because that's it. If you don't know these questions, that's it. Yeah. That's finished. And I said, this is security questions.
This makes me, it a day in a minute.
This makes me laugh. So I said, can I have a prompt? Can I go and get somebody in the car that tell me the answers? And he said, Jen, I thought, well, that's good in it. It's security. You can have somebody else answer the security questions for you.
Yeah, I should have come in and said, yes, that's definitely Susan. I've seen her before. I know who she is. Mm. So I had to say the past addresses that we've lived at.
And the postcodes and everything.
And I couldn't remember some of them. This is going back like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And they expect you to know the postcodes.
But it was just...
I did know 2 of the 3.
But I was just trying to make a point. It's funny because... asking somebody that can't even remember what they had for breakfast the day before, where they lived 20, 30 years ago. Okay, yeah. That's it then.
Yeah, I think we better call it a day because I'll have to find some more footage to go on to our talking.
All right, okay.
Well, thank you for watching and listening. I hope you're enjoying it. I know it's different to what we used to do, but hopefully we'll be back at some point at another radio station. But it's going to take a while because we've got a lot of things to sort out. It's very complicated at the moment.
Yeah.
With not being well, and there's a few illnesses we've got in the family, and it's just not going well. Everything's going down the toilet, to be truthful. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Which we don't have a future, so I really don't know what's going to happen anymore. So anyway, thank you, and hopefully you enjoy this. If you don't, please be truthful and tell us. Be nice. We won't send a hit squad round to sort of assassinate you.
Well, I won't, but I don't know if he will.
Well, I might, but I mean... So anyway, we're going to go. So thank you, and we'll be back next week with some more footage from somewhere else, probably. Might go to Stratford tomorrow because I might have to do something. So we might try and get some footage with Mr. Hobbley here, walking about on one leg, so to speak. Possibility. It depends. It does get busy there, so I'm not sure.
I thought you just told me to shut up.
Okay, so we're going then. So thank you, and goodbye, everybody.